Exposed online, websites where private, intimate photos of unsuspecting women are uploaded without their knowledge for anyone to see. It's called revenge porn, and it's frequently the work of jilted ex-lovers or hackers. The intention to shame and humiliate. But now a group of women is fighting back, going after one website, its host, and even its fans. Here's ABC's Juju Chang.
So how long should that take?
These women are seeking justice against a sliver of X-rated cyberspace known as revenge porn, where people post explicit photos of their exes out of spite.
I thought people have real porn to look at with consensual women, and why would they care about, a little girl from a small town?
Mariana Taschinger told us she had just turned 18 when she reluctantly sent topless photos of herself to her then high school sweetheart.
You had a relationship for a year and a half, and then how did he get you to take the picture?
He was like, oh, well, I love you. I would never do that. I would never want to share you with anyone. And now 5 years later, it's coming back to haunt me.
Have you confronted him?
Yes, I have. I asked him to take it down, and of course, he denied it. He posted pictures of 14 of his ex-girlfriends. So it's pretty easy to narrow down who it is.
I couldn't breathe, and then I started crying, uncontrollably, because I felt really helpless.
Holly Toops has no idea who did it, but when she saw a dozen topless photos of herself on Texan.com, she became outraged that whoever stole the images also posted her name and personal information.
Knowing that someone could, with a click of a button, take whatever information they wanted from you and share it is really troubling. It almost makes me want to shower with my clothes on.
Oh, the fallout's terrible. Some women have lost their jobs as a result of this. Most of them have become hermits. All of them feel humiliated.
John Morgan filed the lawsuit against Tuxin.com and its massive web host GoDaddy.com, which provides web space for 54 million sites, including mainstream businesses. The class action lawsuit began with 17 women, and they've been joined by dozens of others in less than 2 weeks.
I'm also getting a lot of emails and calls from women who have been victimized by other sites.
The lawsuit claims invasion of privacy under Texas state law. These sites, they say, are designed to cause humiliation and emotional distress. Some even call it involuntary porn.
Revenge porn has been termed cyber rape because they take photos of women for the purpose of dehumanizing them, for the purpose of degrading them. And they go even further. If they know the names, they'll post the names. They almost always post the names. If they don't have the address, they'll post the address.
What's the point of that?
Because they are targeting and stalking these women. And the worst part is they seem to enjoy it. It seems to be a sport, a very, very sick sport for the people responsible.
I was approached in Walmart by a complete stranger, an older man probably in his 50s, telling me he saved my photos to his computer. I literally ran away from this guy. I was so terrified because my safety's involved.
Kelly Hinson is also pregnant, and seeing intimate images of herself online has left her emotionally shattered.
Oh gosh, I was almost hospitalized because high-risk pregnancy, can't sleep. It's horrible. You're plastered all over this site. And your family sees it, and you just think, okay, great, I can't have a kid in this area because everyone's going to remember this.
But revenge porn sites often operate cloaked in secrecy.
They can create phony email addresses, phony names, phony information. So long as they register the domain and pay for it, the internet domain is theirs.
So you're suing people who have made up identities?
That's correct. Absolutely.
In fact, the women's lawyer received an email threatening to repost his clients' photos and their names and addresses for all the world to see, simply because they'd come forward to expose the men who'd exposed so much of them.
And I know that the name that was used is going to be a false name. However, it's a Gmail address. So the address exists.
But they just made a footprint in cyberspace.
My job is to gather the footprints and then have the appropriate professionals who can put them together and find out which shoe fits it and then find the owner of the shoe.
What makes this case unusual is that they're also going after the subscriber list to tear the mask of anonymity from the people who prowl these sites.
Why shame the subscribers? Why expose the guys who are looking at this stuff?
They're just as guilty. They should be held accountable because they're logging on, they're putting their credit card in, they're paying to see us exploited. And again, if there wasn't those disgusting people paying, then maybe there wouldn't be a website.
Eric Goldman, who teaches high-tech law, says their legal case is weak because courts have ruled repeatedly that websites and web hosts like GoDaddy.com are not legally responsible for material other people post.
The plaintiffs can't win against the web host, against the Texans.com website, and against the subscribers due to a law that Congress enacted that said the only people liable for content online are the people who post it.
But Texan.com is no longer up. Instead, there's a message saying the site was simply built as an image submission platform that could have taken many different routes. And we are now assessing the situation after seeing the controversy.
The websites are going to die by their own power. They won't survive, not because of the law, but because the marketplace will drum them out.
In fact, there's a petition to end revenge porn with more than 1,100 signatures and growing on change.org. But these women are painfully aware that they've lost control of their own images, as well as their reputations.
On the website, he was calling us his exploits and, talking about us like we're sluts.
But they feel their only recourse is to speak out, even if the backlash at times is as harsh as the initial betrayal.
It's totally stressful. It's been eating me up. But coming forward and speaking out about it has really made me feel a little bit stronger and less helpless.
What would you say to other young girls who are being asked by their boyfriends to send sexy photos?
Find another boyfriend who won't ask you.
Because love may not last forever, but digital images just might. For Nightline, I'm Juju Chang in Beaumont, Texas.